Can you introduce about yourself?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. I am Shubhangi Shirsagar. I am from Aurangabad, Maharashtra. I did my graduation in Bachelor of Computer Science from BAM University, Aurangabad. I have a completed 6-month internship in RP Business Solution LLC at Pune, and I have done software testing certification classes. During my internship, I acquired knowledge about manual testing and as well as automation testing. I have a knowledge about how to write test cases, execute test cases, test case identification, different testing like API testing, retesting, sanity testing, smoke testing. I have a knowledge about SDLC and SPLC, and I am aware about Agile methodology and Agile ceremony. That's all about me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's start with API testing. Now, can you tell me what are different requests in API?
Okay. There are many different requests. Get, post, port, delete, patch, and head.
And what are their uses?
Okay. Get request, it is used to fetch the data. Then post request, it is used to create a record. Put request, it is used to update the record. Patch request, it is used to update the single or partial field. And delete request, it is used to delete the record.
Okay. What is the difference between post and put?
Okay. Post request, it is used to create or insert the data, and we can pass the payload. Then whereas in put request, it is used to update the record. We can pass our payload, and we can change or modify in request response body. In post request, it is used to create the object in server, and in put request, it is used to replace the object by another object.
Okay, good. What are the validations we do in API testing, or what are the different things we check in API testing?
Okay. In API testing, we check validation, API skill validation in minimum and maximum range. We check error code, then time, and verification of a keys.
Okay. So different validations are like we check for status codes, as you said. Then the response time we check, right? We check for authorization. We check for response body, like whatever data is coming into the response body is matching with the database or not. Okay. Also, we check for headers. In headers, if the type is application JSON or not, like that. So these are different validations we do in API testing. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what is the difference between SOAP and REST?
Okay. SOAP stands for a Simple Object Access Protocol. It is a messaging protocol, and REST is the representational state transfer. It is an architecture. SOAP is used WSDL file, and the REST is used only API. SOAP is heavy in weight, and the REST is light in weight. SOAP is require more time to hit a request, and REST is required less time. SOAP is provided security only SOAP environment, and the REST is provided security for a token, header, params, and
Okay. What are the different languages support in REST API? Like in Postman, you do testing, right? So what are the different languages it supports?
Text, JSON, JavaScript, XML. These are different languages support REST.
JSON is also there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Which other authorization do you use?
Okay. Um, basic auth, basic auth, then, sorry, sir.
So there are like API token, bearer token, right? Basic auth, digest auth,
That is
OAuth 1.0, OAuth
0
2.0.
1 on.
Yeah. So do you know the difference between OAuth 1.0 and OAuth 2.0?
Yes, auth 1.1 is the we when we need to third party, uh, then we use the auth 1.1, and the auth 1.2 is used when we need to. Uh, Sorry, sir, I am aware about that, but not clicking right now. Click in my mind.
So OAuth 1.0 is used to do authorization using third-party APIs, right?
Okay.
And OAuth 2.0, in this method, what we do is we use our credentials to generate another token, which will be used for validation of other requests. That is the basic difference. Have you heard of static and dynamic token?
Mm, yes, sir.
Can you tell me about it?
Mm, static token is a not a changeable, and the dynamic token um, it is a changeable in nature, dynamic in nature. It is used in um,
Okay, so static token is basically, it doesn't have any time limit. You can use it for a day or 2 day or a week or 15 days. For multiple requests we can use it. Talking about dynamic token, it will have validity. Like it will be valid for 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, like that. Okay. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. You know about the status codes, right?
yes, sir.
So what is 200 stands for?
Okay. 200 stands for okay. When we get a correct record, then in this one we make okay.
Okay. What about 201?
Created. When
400.
we create a okay.
Okay. 400.
400 it is for a bad request. When
And
we pass a wrong when we pass a wrong URL, then we can get 400 bad request response.
and what is 401?
It is unauthorized.
When will you get unauthorized?
Okay. Uh, when sorry, sir, I don't know.
So basically, when you are passing invalid URL, right, or invalid token, in that case you will get 401 unauthorized status code. And whenever we are passing invalid input in the request body, right, that time we will
Yes,
get 400. Okay. What is 404 stands for?
not found.
Not for. 408?
Request time out.
Request time. So whenever the request is taking more than a required time, that time we will get 408, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's talk about database. Have you prepared about database?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are the different statements in SQL?
Okay, there are four statements in SQL. First is the DDL, data definition language. It is a create a something. It includes commands are select, update, delete, and um, mm, select, drop, truncate, and alter. Then second is the DML. DML stands for a data definition, data manipulation language. It includes commands are select, insert, update, and delete. And this is used for read the data. Then next is the DCL. DCL stands for data control language. It is used to give permission to user and include commands are grant and revoke. Then fourth is the TCL. TCL stands for a transaction control language, and it is a save the transaction, and it includes commands are save point, rollbacks, and commit.
Okay. So you missed one thing. You mentioned select in DDL statement. So select is a part of DML statement, not DDL. And in DDL we are having create. Okay. Which is we use to create a table or create a view. We use create command. Okay. What are different types of joins we have?
Okay. We using joins for to connect the two tables and fetch the data. There are different types of join: inner join, left join, right join, cross join, and set join. In inner join, it is used to fetch common data in both table. Can I tell the syntax? Command. Just only explain.
No commands. Only explain it.
Okay. Then next is the left join. In left join, we can fetch the data from left table and common data for a right table. Then next is the right join. In right join, we can fetch the data from right table and common data in a left table. Then next is the outer or full join. In outer or full join, we can fetch the data in both tables. And then next is the cross join. It is also known as the Cartesian product. In Cartesian product, each row in table to get the data. And in set join.
So basically, Cartesian join happens when we are not giving any condition, when we don't use on clause. Okay. So each row will multiply with each row of another table, right? And self join is like when we are joining a single table with itself only. That is nothing but your self join. Okay, good. What are the different constraints we are having?
Okay. Constraints. Constraints means these are nothing but rules and regulation we apply while creating table and inserting data. There are different constraints: primary key, foreign key, then check, not null, unique key. In primary key, can I explain it?
Okay, no, that's okay. Tell me, what is the difference between primary key and foreign key?
Okay. Primary key, it is a constant which is used in the relational database. In this, primary key is only one in a parent table, and the foreign key, it is a constant which is used in relational database. It is multiple in a child table. In primary key, duplication is not allowed, and foreign key, duplication is allowed. And in primary key, null value is not allowed, and foreign key null value are allowed. And foreign key only one in a table, and primary key only one in a table, and foreign key keys are multiple in the table.
Oh. So when will we use group by clause?
Group by clause, okay. It is used when we have get the data for a group or a group of rows, and group by clause always used with aggregate functions.
Okay. What about in and not in clause?
Okay. In and not in clause, in when we do not, when we have only particular columns record, then we use in clause, and when we have not particular columns record, then we use not in clause.
Okay. So I'll give you some scenario now. Do you have pen and paper?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us say we are having one table, name account.
Okay.
Okay. And it has some columns. First column is account number.
Okay.
Second column is name.
Yes.
Third column is mobile number.
Hmm.
Fourth column is salary.
Yes.
And fifth column is department.
Okay.
Now you can assume the data. Tell me, how can we find second maximum salary?
Second maximum salary. Okay. Sir, table name.
Account.
Please tell me table name account. Okay. Select max. Salary. Select max salary from account.
Okay.
Sorry, second one was salary. No, sorry. Select max salary from account where salary not in. Select max salary from account.
Okay, good. If I want a data where salary is greater than 50,000, what will be the query?
Okay, salary is greater than 50,000. Get the data. Okay. Select start from account where salary is salary give a value tester
Salary is greater than 50,000.
50,000.
Right? Select star from account where salary is greater than
50,000.
50,000. Okay. Now, a little complicated query. So, if I want departments whose average salary is greater than 10,000.
Okay.
Try this. We need a data of department whose average salary is greater than 10,000.
Okay.
One hint.
Average salary. Sir, average salary.
Yeah, average salary. So here we'll have to use group by clause, having clause, and aggregate function.
Yes, sir. Select average salary from select average salary. Okay. Select average salary, then employment designation from okay. From employment designation. Sorry, department. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Shall I tell you?
Hello. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. Sir, select average salary. Salary department. From account from account, then group by salary having is greater than 10,000.
Okay. A little correction. In group by, we will use department column, not salary. So your query should be select average salary, comma department from account, group by department having average of salary greater than 10,000. Like that. Okay. Okay, but you were close. Now tell me, if we want to insert any record, what will be the query?
Okay. If we want to insert any record, then we using insert query. The syntax in insert query is insert into table name, then value, then values according to column name.
Okay. Now, if we have to update the table, what will be the query?
Okay. If we alter table, table name, add column name.
We don't want to add the column. If I want to update any record in the table.
Okay, sorry sir. Okay, we using update command, update table name, then set column name, view value or condition, then using where column name is equal to value.
Okay. What will be the query for self join?
Self join. Sorry sir.
It's simple. Select star from if the account, table name is account. So simply select star from account A1 join account only. Only aliases will change. So account A1 join or inner join also you can use. Account A2 and in on condition we'll have to give the condition. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay. One more thing. Where will you use a check constraint in a real-time example?
Real-time example. Okay. Check constant is when we give check constant when we check any specific condition. Suppose we check any record and the age limit is the age limit of 18 plus, then the query is the syntax is check constant is create a table in bracket column name, then data type, then column name second, data type, column name third, then give after that using check constraint and give a condition age is greater than 18.
Okay. Good. Okay. So you are good with test case writing?
Yes, sir.
So if I give you one scenario, will you write a test case for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us say you have to write a test case for a water bottle. Tell me any 5 test cases. What will you test?
Okay. To check water bottle body material is good quality or
Try. So basically you will check if the bottle contains 1 liter of quantity of that particular water,
yes,
right?
sir.
It should have 1 liter of. Then the
sipping.
water should be holdable. It should not slip from your hand. That's why material comes, right? Then
Yes, sir.
cap of the bottle should be sturdy. It shouldn't be like local, so it will leak the water, right? These are some of the test cases. Again, you can go for shape of that particular water bottle, so it can fit in your hand. Anyone can hold it,
Yes.
right?